Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back, bitch. Is it working?
Good husbands, good fathers like mine. We need that. And young women, we need you to also rise up. Don't compromise yourself. Don't look at other women and compare yourself. God has created you for a purpose and a reason far greater than you and I will ever know on this side of heaven.
Welcome
But
back.
just know that as long as you're a part of Turning Point USA, you have us by your side.
And even though it was never going particularly well to begin with, things have gotten progressively worse to the point that it looks like all the intense analysis of her every move has really got to Erica, because in her most recent media appearances, she's looked nothing short of deranged.
Yo, she has crazy eyes, man.
But rather than grant her the grace that she clearly feels the public should give her, practically everything the former Miss Arizona is doing is only deepening the intrigue about what she knows and whose side she's really on. So let's get into exactly how it all unraveled. The new era of Turning Point USA began almost immediately after Charlie Kirk's assassination in Provo, Utah. Just 2 days after her husband was killed, Erica appeared to make a statement on his channel.
Good evening. My name is Erica Kirk. Charlie Kirk is my husband. The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea.
She just got too many responsibilities, and now she can't handle it. It's not her job. So she's taking too much. She lost everything, and now she's turning to the dark side. Surprise, surprise.
Idea what they have done. They should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country. When I got home last night, Gigi, our daughter, just ran into my arms, and I talked to her, and she said, "Mommy, I missed you." I said, "I missed you too, baby." She goes, "Where's Daddy?" What do you tell a 3-year-old?
I have 3 nipples.
She's 3. I said, "Baby, Daddy loves you so much. Don't you worry. He's on a work trip with Jesus, so he can afford your blueberry budget."
Then, just 11 days after the shooting, a New York Times piece added another layer of intrigue. According to the article, Erica was sitting in her mother's hospital room in Phoenix when her husband's longtime assistant Michael McCoy called her phone. Looking back on that moment, she claimed he already knew what he was going to say before the words even left his mouth. Left to grieve alongside a whole audience that hung on his every word, Kirk's supporters were initially behind her. After all, learning that Charlie felt she harbored even more hardline views than he did was probably an encouraging sign.
All right, so we are taking your questions, and hopefully we'll be able to answer any thoughts that you have.
She cheated.
Who is more conservative and why?
Erica.
Yes.
By far. Not even close. I am a moderate compared to Erica.
8 days after his passing, it was announced that she would succeed him as director of Turning Point USA after a unanimous vote. And since then, things have gone persistently terribly for all at the company. From hugging JD Vance a little closely, to saying she forgave his killer, and rewriting the history of Charlie's views on Israel, Erica's initial run in the public eye, which I covered at length at the time, basically took her from a figure that was revered to one who conjured up nothing but disdain. And in the months and weeks since then, it spiraled further out of control, with every single public statement she makes plunging her further into a position that is absolutely unsalvageable on a personal level, and for the organization that her husband essentially gave his life to. After being criticized by Candace Owens for her handling of the information around the murder, Erica came for her husband's friend in interviews.
The podcaster Candace Owens, at one time a friend of Charlie's, at one time an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
And as if she was trying to spawn conspiracy theories, she also spent time advocating for Israel, then coming after her husband's killer.
It's evil. Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate. in general, nothing. Charlie always would say very clearly, Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice together, and to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor, how could you hate that place? How could you hate the Jewish people?
With every fresh statement, much of the world was left suspicious of Erica and wondered how anyone could buy what she was selling. It's not a theater anymore. It's a low-budget circus, the last stages of grief. PR tour. With every new development, her critics felt their suspicions were being confirmed, that the grieving widow she presented herself as simply didn't add up. For one thing, her appearance on a Zoom call with Turning Point USA that took place just 5 days after his demise raised some big questions about her unseemingly unfazed demeanor.
There you go.
Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet. I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom. I never liked Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission.
I'm trying to analyze her body language, but
you loved listening to the show, hearing his wisdom on things. I'm sure some of you have also had very personal moments of where you sat down and
had private conversations with him. I want you all to hold on to those.
After that footage emerged, her appearance seems to spawn new disdain as people continue to view her entire persona as fraudulent and designed by a marketing team.
And I was eating cereal. It was like 10 o'clock at night. That's a mom dinner. Cereal at 10 p.m. And I was like basically standing there in the dark. And I looked over to the side of the wall. And when we first moved into that, we live in a small.
It's boring. They're shitting on someone who fucking lost their husband on a shooting. Of course he's becoming crazy. Of course. Let's see. More Crown. It's all Dutch. It's all Dutch. I'm actually speechless. The ending is insane. What to watch, guys? Steam just became Xbox's biggest warning. No. Everybody knows where your Bollejos is. Bollejos. If this doesn't prove you the Bible prophecy is real, I doubt nothing will work. Yo!
Do you really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
And this is interesting.
So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies is like ours, except for the small detail that everything is cars instead of humans. Which is a very weird premise for a movie franchise, and it only gets weirder the more you think about it. Here are just a few things that everyone always loves to bring up. In Cars 2, we see a car pope riding in a sentient pope-mobile, so Catholicism exists in this universe, which implies there was a Jesus Chrysler who died for our car sins. There is a Cars TSA, which implies Cars 9/11 probably happened. There is a World War II Army veteran car, so this universe also probably had Car Hitler and every other historical figure and tragedy. Now, there has already been endless discussion about these movies, and the question that everyone loves to ask the most is, what exactly are cars? Because how can cars exist without humans? Everything about the way they look has clearly been specifically designed by and for humans. I mean, what purpose do these tiny little door handles have in sentient car world? So, because of this, a lot of people like to believe that Cars takes place in some kind of post-apocalypse after all the humans died out. Maybe there was an AI smart car uprising, or maybe somehow the humans became their cars, or whatever. And for years, people have debated this, and no one can agree on what the cars actually are. Not even the creators, who all have conflicting things to say about this franchise. But I think
it was just Car Jesus, bruh. It was just Car God.
The answer is actually pretty obvious. Everything is cars. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The animals in this universe are cars. The plants are cars. Literally, the mountains and clouds are car or vehicle shaped. This is not a world where just humans were replaced by cars. This is a world where everything, even the physical world itself, is car-shaped. You can even see a periodic table for just a few seconds in the background of Cars 2 that's been renamed to the automotive table of elements. And it's unfortunately too small and blurry to read, but there is a full-size version of this poster in Disney California's Cars-themed area that seems to show us that even the elements themselves have been renamed to car puns. And I like to think that this implies that even on an atomic level, the elements themselves that make up this universe are also car-shaped. So no, I do not believe that humans ever existed in this world. This is just an alternate reality where things are car-shaped. And I think there are two possible explanations as to why. You can either take a carvolutionist perspective and assume this is a universe where the car shape just happens to be the most efficient shape for survival and entropy, kind of like how we can see the golden ratio spiral everywhere in our world, or like how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass. Or we can take a carrationism perspective and assume there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. We do know there is religion in this world, and there has been mentions of a manufacturer in place of the word God.
Thank the manufacturer, you're alive!
So, you know, maybe Car God did it. So that is my Alex Bale take on all of these Cars theories. I am sorry if that's not as fun or dark and edgy as a post-apocalyptic human theory, but I think it's undeniably what the actual movies themselves support. Now that basically covers all the stuff that everyone loves talking about with the Cars movies. But the real reason I'm making this video is because there's still something that most Cars theories never talk about. Something that most theorists just pretend doesn't exist because it makes the weird and convoluted Cars franchise look tame in comparison. Yes, that is correct. This is no longer a Cars theory video. This is a theory about Mater's tall tales.
Oh no.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
So, Cars is a weird franchise, but the weirdness is kind of contained to the fact that they are sentient cars. Other than that, they're just kind of normal people doing normal things. Except for when it comes to Mater.
My name's Mater.
Mater?
Yeah, like tomato, but without the tub.
He's a serial
Mater is Lightning McQueen's best friend, and he's kind of a dumb, lovable tow truck who was born in Radiator Springs. Or I guess maybe in a mansion. They kind of retconned it in the new Disney Plus show. And he's just a pretty normal,
He's already been
guy.
burned down.
He won 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
Except for the fact that he keeps accidentally ending up in weird, impossible situations. Like how in Cars 2, he accidentally became an international spy for the entire movie.
Agent? You mean like insurance agent? Like
Can relate.
The good neighbor Mater is there.
And then got knighted by the Queen.
Sato Mater.
And if you thought Cars 2 was a weird departure for the Cars franchise, well then prepare yourself for the insanity that is Mater's Tall Tales.
I used to be a fire truck.
What?
Daggum right.
Someone call Rescue Squad Mater!
These were a series of shorts that featured Mater telling Lightning McQueen different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or when he met aliens, or literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And obviously, you'd assume that these are all just made-up stories because they're called tall tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger, Roger.
It's a car TV show.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh,
they're just winging it.
I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main Cars movies that we care about, right?
Right.
Well,
I knew
in
he
Cars
was gonna
3,
say this.
we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's tall tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Yes,
I remember
you
this.
remember. You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Mater reveals that Lightning was also in all of these stories, despite him having no memory of being there.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What?
But remember, we know these stories are true, so why doesn't McQueen remember? Well, there is a funny theory that Lightning McQueen might have dementia from all of his many, many accidents.
No!
Yeah, you got too many hits.
And that does feel like the easiest explanation, but there's one small detail that contradicts it. In Moon Mater, Mater becomes an astronaut and goes to the moon.
Oh, easy. He travels between universes.
Well, that guy's got a toe.
He's a multiverse traveler.
And later, we of course reveal that Lightning McQueen was there too.
No way.
Yes, way. But that was nothing compared to you.
But there's a very strange detail at the start of this episode that doesn't quite make sense. Before Mater gets his astronaut suit, why is he blue? Now, this isn't the first time we've seen Blue Mater. In Cars 1, there was a brief flashback that showed radiator springs in its prime, and we could see that back then, Mater was a clean blue tow truck.
Long ago.
Yes.
So this Moon Mater story must have taken place around that time. But this doesn't make sense, because Lightning McQueen only met Mater after he was covered in years worth of dirt and old dents.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty! Boy, I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
He never knew Mater when he was blue, so how could he have possibly been in this story?
Yeah.
So even if Lightning forgot, the timeline still doesn't make sense. And it's not like they even needed to make Mater blue in this short. The creators put in extra effort here just to make their story make less sense. But why? And it's not even just Lightning that doesn't remember this. In Cars 1, Mater says this about a road Lightning made.
It's like it was paved by angels.
Oh, I tell you what, I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth. But wait, at this point, hasn't Mater already been to the moon? Isn't I bet kind of a weird thing to say if Mater should know for a fact whether or not the moon is this smooth? It seems like even Mater himself had no memory of this story.
No
a
way.
story
How
that
could
is
that be?
proven to be true at the end of the episode.
That did not happen. Vader! Houston has another problem. Roger.
So, how does any of this make sense? It's almost like these stories only become true after Mater tells them, which kind of implies that look at the way Lightning reacts when we reveal he's also in the stories.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too. What? You was there too.
What?
That was nothing compared to you.
It's not like he'd been there the whole time, it's more like he was literally plucked from time and space and teleported into this story at this exact moment, just because Mater said the words, "You was there too."
You was there too.
What the fuck?
And then there's also the fact that even though these stories presumably take place many years ago in many different places, every single time, as soon as Mater finishes telling them, something from the story coincidentally appears right next to them.
Did so?
Did not.
Hello, Doctor.
That did not happen. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
He's right.
Come on, Mater. Everybody conga!
Again, it's like the mere act of Mater telling the story is
like
what causes it to happen.
there's
Which
an
implies
animator
that
behind
somehow Tow Mater, the simple Radiator Springs tow truck, has the god-level ability to change reality just by speaking.
Does he has ultra instinct too?
No way. Look at the sky.
Listen, I know this idea sounds really stupid and crazy, but if we look back through the
it makes
entire
totally
Cars
sense.
franchise with this in mind, suddenly, a lot of the weird inconsistencies in this dumb franchise start to make
He's
a
right.
lot more sense. Let's start with something small like Mater's birthplace changing. Originally, we were shown that he was born in Radiator Springs.
You've never been outside Radiator Springs, have you?
Nope. But in the new Disney Plus show, Cars
said
on the
no.
Road, we are told that he was instead born in a rich family and grew up in a mansion on the east side of America.
Of course, he just manifested that.
But let's go back and take a look at the first time everyone
He's
in
gold,
Radiator
bro, he's
Springs learned about this.
I'd say Mater's been holding out on
Mater is a complicated guy.
Mamma mia, Mater has
Yep.
a sister?
Boggles the mind, man.
No, non ci posso credere.
Mater clearly just told them the story about his family and where he grew up. A story that nobody knew about before,
Wait a minute. You have a sister?
but now is suddenly proven true.
You grew up here?
Yep.
Just like Mater's tall tales. I think this continuity error was caused by Mater's reality warping powers.
You was there too.
In the first Cars movie, we can see a photo of Conehenge,
Stonehenge?
which is the Cars World's version of Stonehenge.
Conehenge
But
with
later, in
cones.
Cars on the Road, we see it's now been changed to Carhenge.
The sign said, don't touch.
How
So
could that be?
why is this structure so inconsistent? Well, why did McQueen and Mater go to Carhenge in the first place?
Look, you
Like
picked
they
the last
can't
3
just
stops.
forget some
Carhenge.
details, you know?
Anyway.
Because it was
There should be a
Mater's
reason.
idea.
You picked the last 3 stops.
He probably previously told Lightning about Carhenge, which caused it to change. Okay, but these are just little inconsistencies. What about something big? How about the fact that
Bro, imagine this guy and this guy really took his time for this conspiracy. But it's so fucking stupid. People are going crazy, bro. People are really going crazy. Like, how sad is your fucking life if you're doing this? It's real, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hurt you.
the Cars franchise, a pretty simple series about cars racing each other,
You're still in
suddenly
denial.
decided to make an entire movie about the funny side character becoming an international spy.
Mater, we've got to get that bomb off you.
Bomb? You.
Cars
I didn't make Death Ray kill you.
Death Ray! Doesn't that sound more like the plot of a Mater's Tall Tale? Well, actually, take a look at what happens at the end of the movie when we
Bro,
cut back to Radiator
I'm gonna pray
Springs.
to
So there we
Tucker
was,
next
done
time.
drawing. We was goners. But then, out of nowhere, this beautiful spy car swoops in from the sky to save me.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Discussing your
Minnie,
roles.
please, come on. None of this happened.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
This is Holly Shiftwell.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Cars 2 was a Mater's Tall Tale. It follows the exact same formula.
Let's pray to Mater.
Happen.
See you later.
Come on. None of this happened.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
And it all happened just because Mater spoke it into existence. This theory literally makes the insanity of Cars 2 make more sense.
You mean like insurance ain't? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
This dumb State Farm joke also makes so much more sense now because Mater has the exact same powers from those State Farm commercials.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
With a sandwich. Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E? And can I get a hot tub?
Well, don't you remember you was there too?
What?
Mater is unironically the most powerful character in all of fiction. He
Coincidence?
could literally beat anyone in a fight just by uttering the words, "You was there too." And I believe that he has been secretly manipulating the events of this entire franchise for his own benefit. Now, I don't really have any strong evidence to prove this, but to me, the start of the first Cars movie also kind of feels like another tall tale.
Yep.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty! I was wondering when you
Lightning
gonna wake
McQueen
up.
is
Take whatever
just
you
a
want.
side
Just
character,
don't
bro.
hurt me.
A famous race car just happens to accidentally get stuck in the same town as Mater, and they become best friends for life, and he decides to never leave because Mater is just so cool.
My best friend, what are you gonna do?
That just kind of sounds like something Mater would make up to manifest a cool, famous best friend.
I knowed I made a good choice.
In what?
My best friend.
Also, the way that Lightning gets
chose
stuck in Radiator
Lightning
Springs
McQueen.
requires so many insane, unlikely coincidences that all have to happen perfectly at the same time that it kind of feels like it was caused by some kind of divine intervention. Both Lightning and his transport truck Mac needed to fall asleep at this exact part of the interstate, and also at the same time, these random hooligans needed to show up and decide to mess with Mac.
Yo, Wingo! Lane change, man!
And also, this Lightning McQueen toy needed to fall at the right time and land on this specific button that opens the back of the truck. And also, this guy needed to sneeze at this exact moment to cause Lightning to fall out of the truck.
No way.
And also, there needed to be a similar looking red truck nearby to confuse Lightning into driving towards Radiator Springs.
Mac!
What's the chance?
You're not Mac!
And also, this cop needed to be here, and his engine needed to be backfiring, which caused Lightning to think that he was being shot at.
He's shooting at me! Why is he shooting at me?
Which caused him to drive uncontrollably into Radiator Springs and wreck the town. Which finally caused them to imprison Lightning in the town with Mater.
You was there too.
What?
Every single one of those insane coincidences needed to happen at that exact moment for Lightning McQueen to meet Mater and become his best friend. Which honestly makes more sense if it was all somehow actually divine intervention from Mater.
I know
It
I
is.
made a good choice.
There's no different explanation.
Best friend. You was there too.
You were there
Now,
too?
how did Mater obtain this god power? I honestly do not know. And believe me, I have looked everywhere in every piece of Cars media for an explanation. I even read the fucking comic books, but unfortunately, there is nothing. Mater just has this ability to change reality for some unexplained reason, and he is using it to live his best life and go on fun adventures with his best friend, Lightning McQueen.
Mater, how'd you like to come and see the world with me?
You mean it?
And you know what? Good
People
for
have
him.
too
We
much
can even
time.
see in the Cars 2 credits that after the movie, they travel the weird car-shaped world together and visit all the great car wonders of the world. And of course, they climb the iconic weird car-shaped.
Enough schizo for today. Car crash. Let's go. Yes, fuck you dashcam. Yeah, here there's a light on, and then you accelerate. Fuck you. You deserve this. You deserve to get your car right. Fuck you. What? Cutting someone off? He was trying to get in between. Sure. Oh, bro, what a dick move. Trying to cut someone off didn't go so well for you, did it? I did it. Bro, goodbye, man. Dump, dump, dump. Oh. That came out of nothing, nowhere. So. Ooh, close call. shit. Fucking stupid. Dude. And he's driving away. What a dick. What a dickhead. Stupid.
Been in Donald Trump's presence before, and Kinzinger explained what he observed. Here, play this clip.
Oh wow!
I'm genuinely surprised how people close to Trump haven't talked about the
things happen so quick, man, in the fucking traffic. What the fuck? It's a small one. Could be worse. Yeah, you see him coming. Why you still go? No, it didn't look like it was stopping. Did he fall asleep? Wait. That doesn't happen. No. He fell asleep. Red light.
Jesus.
Stupid. Red light again. Never cross red light, man.
Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Oh, this.
Why didn't he slow down?
Non, c'est pas toi, Minou.
He was looking to it. He saw what's gonna happen. But that's today. That's it for today.